Sarah Salazar. It was a great pleasure to work with you as our intern, IFLAC assistant. Now you have terminated your assistantship, and I would like to ask you, what was your experience like to be an IFLAC assistant?
My experience being an IFLAC assistant was more than what I expected. I thought this was going to be an opportunity for me to practice my diplomacy skills via social networks like Twitter. But throughout this whole experience, I've done much more than that. I was given the opportunity to participate with the editorial committee, so I worked as a sub-editor under the direct supervision of yourself and also our other editor, Vijay. And I think this is a wonderful opportunity for me to learn about the publication process and all the work that goes into it. And I think this is a skill that I will be able to use in the future for my own writing.
What was the title of this book?
So this new anthology that we were working on together is called the IFLAC 2018 Anti-War and Peace Anthology. So
why is it so important?
In a world where people aren't making an effort to really promote peace, there's not a strong message out there in the school system. So I think this anthology, what it does is that it gathers works by so many people around the world.
How many?
It's about 24 countries approximately, and their interest is on the message of peace, of poems, of articles, wonderful pieces that give hope to the rest of the people that yes, if everyone gets together with this one message, that you can achieve something. So it was a collaboration of many people, and that was really nice to see. Some of them renowned and others new writers that were coming together for this project. Other than that, I think just my personal time with yourself, Professor Ada, has been lovely. The talks that we've shared over lunch, and also your history growing up in Egypt, also about the second Exodus.
Of the Jews?
Right, of the Jews that happened during the formation of the State of Israel. I thought that was very shocking to me because in school I had never learned about this.
Second Exodus?
Yes.
You had never
heard of it, never. And I knew there weren't a lot of, for example, Jews in Egypt, but I didn't know why. I didn't know how that had happened. And hearing your experience, reading your book From the Nile to the Jordan, really gave me that historical knowledge that my education system never cared or probably didn't even know about themselves. And I think it's very sad that the world seems to have covered over this layer of history. And I think it's very relevant today because, as you know, Israel's neighbors, the Palestinians, many times feel like they're the only victims of being uprooted. But if you actually look into the history, you'll see that so many Jews around the Middle East, not just Egypt, were uprooted from their homes.
How many of them?
I can't remember. There were
1 million.
1 million, yes, yeah. It says it in the book.
How many are they today in Israel?
Of
the citizens of Israel?
Oh, they make more than half of the citizens. So, I mean, maybe the Palestinians aren't happy that the Jews are here, but some of them didn't even have a choice to come here. They were kicked out of their own countries where they were perfectly happy and wanted to remain being citizens. They felt that a bond with the land, but unfortunately this was a sad event that happened. It seems maybe out of spite for the formation of this new country. And
how can this history promote peace with the Palestinians?
I think that by spreading the literature of like this historical event, Palestinians and other people around the world will know that it's not just the Palestinians that are the victims here, but both of these people have suffered, and maybe in this mutual suffering that there can be a coming together of peace, of understanding between them. And that's why I think it's very relevant that with the work that IFLAC does through like your writings, that you do your books and the anthology to get the word out and to continue building a bridge of understanding through literature and culture. Yeah.
What else did you learn at IFLAC?
Well, with IFLAC, some of the things that I did with eFlac were the first time for me, not just working on the anthology, learning how to publish a book online, but also the fact of learning to use some of the social networks like Twitter. That was completely new to me, and I loved it because most of my life I've been told that I'm too verbose in my writing, and with Twitter I've learned to be effective and concise as much as possible. And so this has been something that I think I will be able to take with me back home, not just in my academics, but especially in my career goal to be a diplomat.
Much success, Sarah
Thank
Salazar. I am sure you'll be a Nikki Haley one day.
Hope so.
And have a wonderful career.
Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you've done for me.